walking your Cane Corso, minding your own business, when, bam, someone's got a face full of drool courtesy of your pup.
Happens to the best of us. It's a Cane Corso trademark, right?
Totally. But why so slobbery? We're diving deep into the world of Cane Corso drool today.
We've got articles galore, and let me tell you, some are more descriptive than others.
Okay, so first things first. Are these dogs just built for drool?
Pretty much, yeah. They've got these massive salivary glands, you see, plus those floppy, adorable flews, which are basically the technical term for their lip flaps.
Those flews don't exactly scream leak-proofs, do they?
Not really. They weren't exactly designed for containment. Picture it like, I don't know, a leaky faucet, but 100 times cuter.
Okay, so cute but leaky. I get it. But it's got to be more than just anatomy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's like someone turned on a fire hydrant.
You're right, it's not always a geyser. Excitement plays a huge role. Several articles mention that.
Makes sense. My Cane Corso goes wild whenever I grab the leash.
Exactly. One study even found that a Cane Corso saliva production during mealtime can skyrocket, like up to 400% compared to when they're just chilling.
Crazy. 400. That's wild. Guess I shouldn't be surprised about the occasional sidewalk surprise then.
Probably not, no.
They'll get the whole excited drool thing down. But what about the other times?
The other times, like what?
You know, when it seems a little less, I don't know, enthusiastic?
Oh, right, yeah. Well, that's where things get interesting. We'll get into that. And some surprisingly practical tips for all you drool combatants out there right after the break.
Like, sometimes it seems like my Cane Corso is drooling up a storm, but they don't seem, thrilled about it.
Ah, so we're talking about the not-so-happy drool.
Exactly. Is that a thing?
It is. The articles called it anxiety drool, which I thought was pretty spot on.
Anxiety drool. Makes sense, actually.
Just like us, right?
Yeah.
Stress sweats, dry mouth, the whole 9 yards. Dogs drool.
How do you tell the difference between, like, happy drool and not-so-happy drool?
Honestly, it's all about context. You know your dog best.
True.
It's mealtime, they're probably just psyched about their kibble. But if they're at the vet looking nervous, or maybe in a new place, that's more likely the anxiety talking.
So it's like their version of nervous sweating.
Exactly. And don't forget body language. Wagging tail, loosey-goosey posture, that's good drool.
Good drool, got it.
But if they're stiff, maybe their tail's tucked and the drool's flowing, that's your cue to see what's up.
Okay, that makes sense. So paying attention to their body language is key. But what about the drool itself? Like, any tips for managing the Niagara Falls situation? Asking for a friend who may or may not have a permanent drool stain on their shirt.
I think we've all been there.
Right.
Well, one thing that popped up a lot was raising their food in water bowls.
Really? How does that help?
Apparently, when they have to crane their necks way down to eat or drink, it puts pressure on their salivary glands.
So less neck craning, less drool.
In theory, yeah.
Interesting. It's like ergonomics for dogs. I learn something new every day. So, raise bowls, check. What other drool-busting secrets did you uncover?
Well, this one I thought was pretty clever. A bunch of the articles mentioned treat training.
Oh, like teaching them to drool on command?
Not quite, although that would be impressive. No, they were talking about teaching your Cane Corso to wipe their own mouth.
Seriously, that's a thing.
Apparently. It takes some patience, but people swear by it.
That's amazing. Imagine that, a self-cleaning drool monster. Sign me up.
Right. It would definitely cut down on the laundry. But before you go building that treat mountain, there's one more thing we should touch on.
Okay, lay it on me.
Dental hygiene.
Ah, right. Because sometimes drool isn't just a drool thing, it's a health thing.
Exactly. Several articles mention that while a certain level of drool is par for the course with these guys, excessive drool can sometimes be a red flag for dental problems.
Makes sense. So regular brushing, dental chews, all that good stuff. It's not just about keeping those pearly whites sparkling.
Nope. It's about overall health and well-being.
Good to know. So it's about looking beyond the drool and seeing the bigger picture. Just like with any dog, really.
Exactly. And sometimes, a little drool is just part of their charm.
It's part of the package deal. Like getting a Great Dane and being surprised they're, well, great.
Right. You gotta love them for all their slobbery glory.
100%. So to all our listeners out there thinking about making a Cane Corso part of their family, embrace the drool. Or, invest in some heavy-duty bibs.
It's a small price to pay for the companionship they offer.
Couldn't agree more. But enough from us. We want to hear from you. What are your best Cane Corso drool stories? Did we miss any epic drool management tips? Hit us up on social media, and let's keep this conversation flowing. Until next time, happy diving.